Most people think success is a mountain you climb. They think if they just work harder, move faster, or get luckier, they'll reach the summit. But psychology tells us something different. Success isn't a mountain, it's a mirror. What you see in your external world, your bank account, your relationships, your career, is simply a reflection of your internal landscape. Today, we are going to dismantle that landscape and rebuild it. We are diving into the psychology of success. We aren't looking for hacks. We are looking for the permanent structural changes that turn an average mind into an elite one. For decades, we believed the adult brain was hardwired. We thought that if you weren't born a math person or a natural leader, you never would be. Science has proven that wrong. Through neuroplasticity, your brain is more like plastic than stone. Every time you push past a mental block, you are physically carving new neural pathways. The Growth Mindset Deep Dive. Think of a child learning to walk. When they fall, they don't think, maybe walking isn't for me. They don't have a fixed mindset yet. They haven't learned to be embarrassed by failure. To achieve elite success, you must unlearn the adult fear of looking stupid. In the psychology of achievement, the intermediate stage is the graveyard of dreams. Most people quit when they are just okay, because they can't handle the ego-bruising reality of not being an expert. Here is a hard truth. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. If you only work when you feel like it, you will lose to the person who works regardless of how they feel. In 2007, psychologist Angela Duckworth studied West Point cadets and National Spelling Bee finalists. She found one trait predicted success more than IQ or talent: grit. Grit is the psychological marriage of passion and perseverance. The 40% rule. When your mind tells you that you are finished, that you're exhausted and can't go on, you are actually only at 40% of your actual capacity. The other 60% is locked behind a psychological safety valve. Success requires you to live in that uncomfortable 60% zone. Actionable interval. Stop waiting for a spark. Build a system. Discipline is simply the act of remembering what you want, even when you aren't in the mood to do the work. Why do some people crumble under pressure while others thrive? The difference is cognitive reframing. When your heart races before a big presentation, your brain can label that feeling in two ways: anxiety or excitement. Physiologically, they are nearly identical. The difference is the story you tell yourself. High achievers don't try to stop the stress, they reframe it as preparation. They tell themselves, my body is pumping adrenaline to make me more alert. I am being optimized for this moment. The locus of control. Successful people possess an internal locus of control. If they fail, they ask, what did I do wrong? If they succeed, they ask, how can I repeat this? They never hand the keys of their destiny to the economy or the boss. They are the protagonists of their own story, not background characters in someone else's. You have likely heard that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But the psychology goes deeper. It's called social contagion. If your social circle views success as luck or greed, your subconscious will sabotage your efforts to protect your belonging to the group. You cannot grow in an environment that wants you to stay small. To change your life, you must change your reference group. This doesn't mean you abandon old friends, but it means you'll seek out prophetic environments, places where your future normal is everyone else's current. But all the psychology in the world is useless without execution. The biggest psychological hurdle to success is the perfect plan. People spend years getting ready to get ready. They read books, they listen to audiobooks, they buy courses, but they never launch. Final thought. Confidence does not produce action. Action produces confidence. Don't wait to feel successful to start. Start, and the success will follow. You have the blueprint. The architecture is ready. The only question left is, when do you start building? Music, final dramatic chord, then silence. Ease work yet.